Hey, today we're going to talk about the YouTube algorithm. This is a nightmare to so many. In fact, this is interesting by itself, this image over here. It's all about the nightmare of human emotions. So let's see what we're talking about here. So first of all, we know this. Humans are emotional beings, emotional creatures. We're crazy, man, but we're also beautiful. Now, what does this have to do with the YouTube algorithm, guys and gals? Well, we know that in a perfect world, your holistic ecosystem, it may look like something like this. So this is where you're at the center and you're dealing with relationships, physical health, career, passion, self-esteem, etc., etc. All of this is you, right? Now, I'm not going to go deep on this. Just suffice it to say, everything that you've experienced and seen and been inbred from birth affects this. And what's interesting about this is we in the business talk about this idea of people act on emotion. They purchase on emotion and justify with logic, right? So which one are you? Well, guaranteed you're emotional because that's what we are all about. So, on this note, sorry, the algorithms, however, are they smart enough, and YouTube in specific, to actually decipher human emotions? Well, maybe not. Here's what I know. Here's what I know from basically looking at the algorithm from Google's stance. So we know that it's a complex formula. That's the understatement of the decade. But if we look at user viewing history, user interaction, the quality of those videos, the relevancy, the metadata, that would be the title, descriptions, tagging, all of that, and video popularity, we are starting to get somewhere. In fact, you can go way deep on this and you can look at white papers and studies done by third party, including Google itself and scholars within that ecosystem. But I regress. Let's talk about this from a pure recommendations perspective, which, by the way, is the organic way of Google providing insights to their internal engines, but also for you to learn that if I have some of this together, my videos may be recommended on the homepage or in a playlist or referred elsewhere on the net, right? Within the YouTube system. So a simple explanation is this one right here. I'm not going to take you through all of the details here. I'm not the scientist, okay? But we know that if you have quality videos and you have relationships and relevancy all throughout, that is a starting point. What we want to do is we want to really drill this home. The idea that you and I are guiding the YouTube algorithm with your emotional input. The emotions drive everything. Imagine if you're excited or happy, you're going to be searching and engaging in a different way with all these different tools and platforms than if you're sad or angry or scared, right? Well, all these emotions get captured into the large data models. So it's user behavior and it affects everything. In fact, these large language models use deep learning in large data sets to train the AI essentially to understand things. You can read up on this, but I just wanted to summarize it for you that your emotions, everything that you are doing and feeding these engines are being triggered and it feeds on itself, right? So with this said, and it's kind of cool, right? Like, well, we sort of knew this, but to which level or to which depth did we know this? Well, if we assume that this is all true, what do I do now, right? Well, any video should have a big hook at the very beginning. In fact, not moving away from thumbnails, but having a big hook that mirrors kind of the thumbnail thinking is a good thing to get that attention in the first 3 to 5 seconds. That's the baseline, right? And that's going to affect, depending on the quality of the video, of course, the click-through rate, which means you get better retention, hopefully, and as an aggregate, the watch time increases. All of these things matter. But ultimately, from sort of following the flow and the bliss of nature, the simple 4 is really centered around topic and timing. So if you have a hot topic and it's timed correctly, that could be a growth spurt right there, and then couple that with a strong title. Doesn't have to always be keyword driven in that context, you know, maybe emotionally triggered there. Like basically we talk about clickbait, right? So that would be the title, and a strong thumbnail. That still matters, and it matters also for you know, playlist and referrals, which are basically the recommendation engine, and so people will see a thumbnail and they'll react accordingly. So, but most of all, I just wanted to make this really quick video summarizing some of my viewpoints. That ultimately you don't want to chase the algorithm. You want to do the things that are working. Yes, you want to understand and know that your human emotions drive everything, which means on the other side, if you have a compelling video that speaks to those emotions without being just simply clickbaity, without any content at all, content and context at all, then you know, you'll be on your way. So make sure that you do this, and don't worry too much about the algorithm. That's it for today. Jan out. Make sure you click and subscribe. I talk a lot more about marketing and how you can build out these ecosystems, because search actually matters in this play as well, where I talk about link building strategies that really can help elevate some of these videos and channels as well. For now, take it easy.